For my third way is how I improved as a writer in the duration of the class. I will be talking about how I improved my thesis and introduction paragraph. Starting off, what I learned about thesis in high school was that you basically made a claim for your whole essay, and we didn't really learn how to make a proper thesis. It was more just add a sentence at the end of the paragraph just to give the reader an idea of what they're going to be reading about. When I reached this class, I realized that this is not how you write a proper thesis. As you can see in my first short analysis paper on the left, I transitioned into my thesis very abruptly. I have no transition. It just jumps straight to the point, and that isn't accurate. And then in my thesis, I kind of very narrow in on a certain topic as opposed to making a general statement. When I rewrote my essay and I revised it, I took into consideration Dr. Emmerich's comments, and I decided to transition into my thesis as well as make it a broader thesis. That way, it can encapsulate the entire essay as opposed to just one particular aspect. As you can see, my thesis here says Alvarez's novel reflects Grosjean's theories of language forgetting and the complementary principle while jumping around between current and past experiences of the four sisters as they transition and assimilate to American culture. That is a more descriptive and it's a more objective thesis as opposed to my first one, where I said Julia Alvarez's novel How the Garcia Girls Lost Their Accent does an excellent job in reflecting the theories of language forgetting the complementary principle from Grosjean's novel through the experiences of her character. You can clearly see a development in my prose, my syntax, my diction, and how it overall feels like a better and more proper thesis. Now, what this means in the bigger picture is that I now can properly write an introduction paragraph, which is sometimes the most important paragraph because that is what the reader reads first. This will tell them what they are going to read about, and it will keep them interested long enough to continue on. Transitioning between, instead of just having an abrupt start of the thesis, allows the reader to transition into the thesis, and that way it flows very smoothly as opposed to just being felt like they're being hit with the thesis immediately.